fan is in the building. Woo! So, Captain's vlog. In the last live stream, I was talking about altering a pattern. Well, I woke up this morning and I altered that pattern. Yes, I did. But of course, this is one of the thoughts I also shared in the last stream was that by alternate by altering the pattern, it interrupts the design. So I tried a couple of different ways to alter the pattern, and it altered the design of the pattern. So I'll be um, referring back to the pattern to re assemble everything as the pattern has told me to do so. I went for it though. I sure did. But yeah, it messed with the design, and the design is fine. Um, there is maybe another like little tweak, like maybe I could add thread, maybe, or I could just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Leave it. Leave it. I could just leave it. That is an option. I could just leave it. Let it leave it and let it be. Uh-oh. Am I on? I have done live streams by myself, unknowingly. Unknowingly be like, what? Okay, audience of one. Moi. So yeah, now I gotta pull back to like a row so that I can get the correct pattern back again. And then continue the pattern ending the end pieces and things. As far as a brass ring, I don't know if I have a .75 brass ring to put in the front, to connect in the front like it says to. I don't know. iPad took a fall there. Yeah, I don't know if I have that or not. And I do think I'm gonna make this shirt again, this camisole again. So I will need more of those. So yeah, that's the Captain vlog for today. Um, on the screen are some coloring sheets that I colored colored by numbers. It's been a while since I colored by numbers. Like, I don't know, maybe a month. I have like colored just a little wee little bit. Maybe the earlier this month I colored a couple of times, just a wee tiny bit. But these sheets that are on the screen are from when I was coloring like almost every day. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna crochet next after this camisole. Is it gonna be shorts? Is it gonna be dishcloth? Is it gonna be a skirt? What comes next? I'm thinking a skirt. I'm thinking a skirt would be quicker to make than shorts. I don't know though. I mean, you don't. I don't know how long it would take. I think it would though. You know, I think shorts are more intricate, uh, especially that middle part, and it takes some measuring and stuff like that. I think a skirt wouldn't take too much. It would take a bit of measuring and some some lining. I would, depending on what pattern I go with, I would need some lining. I'm kind of leaning towards the granny square stitch. There's also some granny squares. I think granny squares would be more intricate as well. And then depending on your lining, I don't know if I don't guess I got lining that goes with my yarn right now. Uh, I don't know exactly at the moment. The possibilities are vast. Yeah, with shorts you gotta make the middle part, and then you also gotta make the individual leg parts. So it does sound good. I could see me making it actually. with the dishcloth granny squares that I've seen, I think those would make a cute um, pair of shorts. I would want the, cause I see the granny square shorts that have like the granny squares in the front. I don't know what's in the back though. My design that I'm thinking is granny square in the front, like down towards the knees, but in the back, up on the butt, or like the back of the pockets, like down in the front, up in the back. um, trying to think if I can add it to a skirt. And like I know I can, I just don't know exactly how at the moment, without a pattern for it, the way I would like to do it. Like there are patterns with the granny square, but they're either all granny square or HDC with the granny square. I don't know. I'm thinking. So there is a pattern, but it's with the HDC, and it's with HDC increases and decreases. And I'm kind of like shying away from that because I don't know it exactly, but I think it's pretty easy. I'll have to look if the pattern gives the instructions for it. If the pattern gives the instructions, I'll be more apt to create it. But if I have to go look somewhere else for it, I'm not feeling it at the moment. I did see a pattern. It wasn't that pattern, but it was a pattern that had a HDC increase and decrease, and that pattern gave the instructions on the pattern. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to. I can see it. I can see it. I can dig it. I can dig it. Um, yeah, I would like. I wouldn't mind a like a skirt. Because I was thinking of some shorts or a skirt to go with this camisole that I just made. I can wear it together. Yes. I'm thinking of making outfits, like a whole wardrobe actually. A whole crochet wardrobe. Like this beauty. Like crochet everything. Crochet summer wardrobe. Commence. Crochet summer, winter. I mean, I meant to say autumn before I said winter. Crochet was autumn. Crochet summer. Did I say summer? I meant to say summer, autumn, winter, spring, wardrobe commit. We got the different shirts and things, the skirts. So yeah, I think that would look so cute. That'll look cute. Ooh. And I'm already thinking this pattern might be a cool skirt pattern, like maybe to implement it somewhere so that it could tie in together. I'm thinking. Hello, Rudy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have to look and see if the dishcloth. Okay, so the dishcloth um, squares are approximately uh, 7 inches. I'm gonna have to look and see what number the squares are for the skirt and see if I can incorporate those two patterns together. little bit of this gold left. And I wouldn't mind implementing it into the skirt color. And then I don't know what else is going to be my other colors after this gold is finished. I got the skirt colors. I guess I would need to make my squares before I make the skirt. The skirt. So I'm leaning towards the granny square um, skirt with the half double crochet. It looks so cute. I'm having a I'm enjoying granny squares. Like granny squares, like been here. Like I just been in all of them, like all the while, and they just been like we here and whenever you ready, and I guess I'm ready now. Cause well, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've crocheted a few of them now, and they I crocheted at least 32 of them. Is that ready for Granny Squares? 32? At least 32. I've crocheted over 32 Granny Squares so far. And so many more. Like, I like the Granny Square so far. And I like crocheting so far. I like crocheting. Knitting is excellent. I like knitting, so but yeah, I'm enjoying crochet so very very much. I like to see the process and progress. I like to see the process and progress. Like I like to see when I'm like when I get to a certain part, I'm like ah. But I keep crocheting, so I just be like, I just be smiling, I just be looking and seeing what I'm doing and smiling and enjoying what I did. Now, toe. I did mention in the description box what I was reading. So yeah, I'm reading two books right now at the moment. Kind of put one on hold. Um, Erasure. I so was am enjoying it. I hadn't read it in a while. Like as far as a few days ago, I hadn't read it in maybe a few days to a week now. Um, Siren Test. I read like today and maybe yesterday. Um, it had been a couple of days before I had read it as well. Um, I don't know what percentage I'm in with book. But yeah, Siren Test. I don't know how far I am. I was gonna look it up to see how far I am. I'm in chapter in the 20s, chapter 22 or something like that. I'm around there somewhere. I don't. I mean, I know it when I see it. When I read it, I just I I hadn't looked it up. I could. I don't know. I'm hesitating looking it up. Cause I got a bookmark. Okay, it's loading. 76%. Can I tell what chapter I'm on? Chapter 21. I'm on chapter 21 of Siren Test. Oh, it's Sirens. Sirens Test. I made a mistake and wrote Siren instead of Sirens in the description box. Um, and that's by Jessica Cage. Erasure is by Percival Everett. Now, I stopped it at uh, when he was. I think that was a manuscript he was reading out loud. He had a meeting and he was reading his manuscript. Not, I don't think it was a dissertation. I think it was a manuscript. Could have been a dissertation. He was reading it out loud in front of a crowd, and he got. I was feeling it. I was feeling it. I was like, yes, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Like, um, yes, yeah. It actually kind of felt like something I had wrote myself. And I was liking it. And then towards the end, he gave a quote. Oh, I love that quote. Um, it fit right along with what I was talking about. A character was doing in Jessica Cage's The Siren Test book. Um, and the quote, if I could quote it, I think I shared the quote when I read it. Um, the quote is um, something like this. If I don't quote it right, the quote is something like this. It's the obvious is never wasted on the is never wasted on the oblivious. something like that if I didn't say it exactly right. But the quote, I was like, yes, 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 that's what I'm talking about. Because it's too many people be like, common sense, and I'm like, uh, so you share your brain. Oh, never mind. Just I'm done with common sense. But yeah, that quote right there, it's like, uh, what he said something like, basically to repeat yourself to the person that is oblivious to what you're talking about because it's not wasted. Like, come on, for real. We're all individuals on individual levels. Like, why you acting like everybody the same? Yeah. So, love that quote. And then toward the end, or at the end of that quote, when he finished reading, I think his sister did the next step that happened in the book. I don't know exactly, but I stopped reading before the reveal of who that was did that to the character that was up at the podium. I was like, really? I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Whatever. I think it might have been his sister. I don't know. Maybe even the I don't guess it would be the woman that uh, he had met at the bar. Not met. I mean, like met up. He met up with like a mutual writer. Like they knew each other, and they met at the bar before the meeting. I don't guess it was her. It could have been her. It could have been somebody else. I'll see after I read it again. After I continue reading it, see who did that. I looked at book recommendations that Sue was giving of some books that she had just read, and I think I got at least one of those books on my TBR already. No, I got at least two of those books that she recommended on my TBR. At least two. At least two. And then one of the books has a sequel or a part two or something like that. So that's like uh, obvious. I'll be reading that one once I read the first one. Perhaps. Perhaps. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see if I can locate it to see if it's available. I think the first book is available, but I don't know if the second book is. I don't know. And I don't know if I'm going to change my mind. Oh, yep, it's not available. It's on hold. I'd have to put it on hold. Let's see if I can see the other book. Yep, I have to put the other book on hold. Hold on. Let me check another book. I do have plenty of books on my TBR already to where I don't, where it's all good. Okay, so this book is, it's a hold. I have to put a hold on it. I have to put a hold on it. So yeah, I do have some other books downloaded already and ready to go. Um, I might read Jessica Cage's other series, Novia, her Novia series. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. I say maybe like that because the Novia series is in ebook form. That's why I hesitate because I'm like, because I've been reading patterns. So like, I mean crochet patterns. So it's like, can I fit an ebook in with my reading while reading patterns, crochet patterns? I don't know. I be, I be trying to listen to the audio book while I'm reading a crochet pattern. So, so I can do both at the same time. If I just do one by itself, then of course I can read her Novia series. If I try and do crochet and reading the patterns, I might could do that. I could put one. What I've been doing is putting one on a different device, and I'll be utilizing two devices um, when I'm crocheting and reading, following a pattern. I've had to follow this pattern so much, this intermediate pattern so much, just because the intricacy of it. So at times I've had to turn off whatever I've had on, whether it's an audio book or a movie or music. I've had to either turn it down or turn it completely off so that I can figure out where my stitches are and what to do next. I guess this is my introduction to intermediate patterns. Welcome to the wide world of intermediate patterns. Woo! I've been doing like easy patterns, beginner friendly patterns. Beginner friendly patterns and intermediate patterns have been very, very good to me. Okay, really spoiled me. Okay, these intermediate patterns so far, whew, they've given me a lesson, boy. They've given me a lesson. And so far, okay, when I finish this one, I'll have one out of the two intermediate patterns that I have attempted. The other intermediate pattern item, I had to stop and I'll have to get a 5 yarn to do that with. I was crocheting with the wrong yarn for that pattern, and I wasn't meeting gauge. I saw in a hair show, it was a lot of people with hairstyles galore. This one person had like a wrap on their head. It reminded me of uh, the crochet wraps that I've made, and I think both of my crochet wraps that I made are, especially one. I have a silver one that I made with some metallic silver yarn, uh, gray yarn, and it's in a suitcase. I've been wanting to get that out of my suitcase for a while now, so that I could wear it in my hair, but I haven't. I think I've been wanting to get that out of my suitcase for like a whole year, and it's been like another whole year, maybe 2 years. Yeah, well. So yeah, I saw that post earlier today, and I was like, hey, that looks like my head wrap that I crocheted. The head wraps that I made. I made two of them. One following DIY Creations tutorial, and the other following uh, Little John's Yarn tutorial. I made a white one following Little John's Yarn tutorial, and I made the metallic one with DIY Creations tutorial. And they're different. Uh, DIY Creations makes hers like a hood. She connects, like she makes like a hood part to it. So it's almost like it's like a do-rag shape. Like it has like a basket to catch your hair, which I could very much use right now these days. And then the other one that Little John's Yarn made, hers is a flat wraparound. And yeah, DIY Creation, it's a wraparound, but it's also that hood part that you could either put on the top of your head or you can put towards the back if you got, yeah, so either one you could do things with. So that's why I created both of them to see how I could style both of them and enjoy both of them. And I have it packed away in a suitcase at the moment. And you can wear your hair in all kinds of styles with that. And it's all kinds of wrap ways, wrapping it on top of your hair, side, back, off your neck is one that I could really use right now. And then when make your bun, that's off of your neck. Right now, my style is on my neck at the moment. Um, so many things you could do with the yarn. At first I was thinking of making another camisole with this multicolored yarn that I have. But I just got the little aha moment that I could make a, well not also, I would have to choose because I only got one of those skeins. I could make a head wrap with it so that I can have a head wrap out of the suitcase. If I don't get that one out of the suitcase, I can make one that's not in the suitcase. Hmm. It's a very cute granny square skirt. I'm kind of deterred by making it because it's made with size 3 yarn and not size 4 yarn. I guess I could understand why. It's just like I'd have to pull out my size 3 yarn. My size 3 yarn is um, not too much of my size 3 yarn is at my fingertips just yet. But it's cute though. It's so cute. It is so cute. It's cute. probably with the size 3 yarn, it'll probably be less hot. It'll probably be more cooler than the other skirt that's made with a 4 and HBCs. I actually have a pair of Granny Stitch shorts in progress. They're not the Granny Squares, they're the Granny Stitch. And they're the short shorts. They're the Daisy Duke shorts. I actually have that in progress. That's been a whip in progress for years now. I was making them and then I moved and I didn't return back to the after I moved. Just yet. Just yet. Not as of yet. You know how we can get back to them whips in progress. I got one last thought to alter this pattern, and that's on the strap. Now, because both cups are made the same, how I'm making the strap is like giving it like a scallop effect, and that's cool when the strap is on the outside and the scallops are on the outside. It creates a bit of a design. When the scallops are on the inside, to me, it seems like it's not correct and that the scallops need to be turned outward. So I'm gonna see if I can alter the pattern there. And if I can, I will. If I won't, then I'll just make the pattern as is. But yeah, I'm gonna try and turn that strap around so that one strap side will be with the scallops going another way and the other one, it's already created on the outside just by default of the pattern. So I will need to change that. Um, I have one. I don't know if I have a question. I could form it into a question. I could form it into a question. Um, I've been looking at reviews of Ironheart, and the main character, or one of the main characters, Riri, um, has been said to go, has gone to Wakanda and such and so forth, and to be in Wakanda. Well, and also, okay, she resides. Her and her family resides in Chicago, and she works on building cars with her father. She has a mother and a father and a best friend. I thought that was her oldest sister because in the first episode, it sounded like, I think her name is Natasha. It sounded like she said, "Your big sis." So I'm like, is that slang for friends, or is that your big sister biologically? Like I thought they were sisters. The way they was carrying on in the garage, I thought they were sisters. Um, so knowing that bit of information, when she had the scholarship to the, I don't know, Iron Man's ITT Tech, I don't know, the Iron Man University. Um, and she said she needed money, so she had time to do people's tests and sell them tests and stuff. Okay, here we go. Why folk come? She wasn't. I know, right? Like, why you gotta say what she wasn't doing? Okay, why folk come? She wasn't tutoring for money. She had all this time to do folks' paper. Why wasn't she tutoring? And she would like for this intelligence technology to be available to the people. So that lets me know even furthermore that tutoring would be her avenue to make money. Like everything lines up to make to be to for tutoring. You teaching people. Boop boop boop. You getting money because you a tutor. You from Chicago. You've been to Wakanda. You got your father and your mother and your bestie. And why aren't you tutoring? Like who made her be a seller of tests? Okay, I know maybe the writer, maybe the director, maybe the producer. I don't know which one of y'all wanted her to be a seller of tests, but it seemed like she needed to be tutoring. But no, you wanted her to sell tests so she could be so selling tests is her gateway to these other petty pettiness this petty petty things. Selling tests was her petty was her gateway. That's how I feel when I see her with the crew. I'm like, well, baby girl, you was selling tests. That was your gateway right there. Like, you down for whatever because you weren't tutoring. You selling tests, and it's against school policy. Now you could have been in line with school policy and been a tutor, but then I guess y'all was like, well, how do we get her from being streamlined to being over here in this group? And the only way y'all could think is to make her a seller of tests instead of a tutor. Is that what happened? Or was this part written for somebody else that sell tests? Y'all just put Riri in there and left the part where she's selling tests. But all the other boxes check out that she needed to be tutoring to raise money. Cause I was about to say, I was like, well, maybe she didn't have time to tutor. Maybe that's what had happened. But they showed those papers that she was doing, and they were pretty intricate. But like I said, I guess that was her gateway. Ow. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. That was a pretty big something I had to say about that. Cause I just saw it. I just was like, did she mention she was tutoring? She from Chicago. She got a mother and father. She got her bestie. That's like a big sis. She been to Wakanda, and she ain't tutoring. She ain't tutoring. She not tutoring. And she wants the technology of this to be available to the people, but she not tutoring. How folks say make it make sense. Make it make sense, way. Cause like I said, like I was gonna give her the benefit of that. Like maybe she didn't have time, but it seemed like she took the time to make them papers. Like how was she making them papers? Like she really was taking the time out to write that out and do that work. Mm, like she could have been making buku's money tutoring, perhaps. If not with the school, I don't know why the school wouldn't give her a job. Like the school doesn't have jobs on campus. Like you know the girl wants some money. You ain't got no nothing for her. Like the only thing she got available to her is selling tests. That's it. She don't have tutoring services that she could provide for revenue. Nothing. How big is this school? And why aren't you compensating this child? Is she a child? Is she a woman? I don't know exactly her age. This student? Is she a student? Because it was more like, it seemed more like she didn't have other resources. Like, she talking about she can do better. What better could she do if there were no resources? If she couldn't tutor for compensation or something else on campus, whatever else jobs y'all have. I guess y'all don't have any jobs on campus for the girl, so I guess she might have would have had to go off campus for resources. So she stayed on campus and sold tests. I guess that's what happened. Mm-hmm. But that's pretty low down for this school to be high tech and then it not have any Uh, the compensation for the what she's doing, like any like avenues available to her, like the woman that talked to her knew what she was doing, okay, but nobody was like, okay, instead of this, how about this? You just kicked it to the curb because it's too late, because boop boop boop. No resolution. That was the resolution. Okay. Boom 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 boom. So yeah, that's all the gripe I had about what I saw. Yeah, with the school. Maybe that was the moral of the story, as far as the school part. The school, I would say what I was gonna say, but yeah, somebody else done said what I said with the school, like not this school per se, but school in general. I guess it wasn't as resourceful as it could have been to help her in her endeavors. when I was watching a review of the show, something was said that the cake was revealing what had happened. I was like, oh snap! So the cake telling on Riri. This the cake snitching on Riri. Because okay, so somebody was like, yeah, the cake looked like the cake was showing what happened. Because and then I was like, oh okay, because Peter, I think his name Peter or Pete, I don't know, the person with the cake, he was talking to the cake like he was mad at the cake, and the cake was like, it wasn't me, dude. And the cake showed what happened. I was like, oh snap, it's not gonna be congruent with what Riri told him. I was like, okay, now that episode right there is is like the hook for me. It's the hook for me because it's like, okay, well, what's the next episode going to be like? Like, what's the reveal? What's the reveal of that? Like, is he gonna confront Riri? Is Riri going back? What's the deal? Like, is that the third one or is it one more after that? Oh my days! And then can he go back and get him? I'm like, go back and get your brother. Like, why you relied on Riri when you got the invisibility? Oh, he got the what you call it, the uh transportation, the transportal type of ordeal. Because he did it, I guess that was a car he did that in, where he transported shimmered into the car. I'm like, go back and get your, go back and get him. So you sitting up there relying on somebody else, Riri and her clunky suit, and it ain't even supposed to have metal up in the piece. I guess it ain't made with metal. I don't know, but he, I don't want to. I'm like, go shimmer and get him out of there. Shoot. What's up with the limitations on your powers, bro? Like, for real, like you got all that power. What you can't go get your boy? Go get your man. thought I knew of some more movies that was coming out or books. But I don't. Iron Heart was a new one for me. I didn't know about it and was surprised about it. So, um, I jumped right in.
April skies are glowing soft and wide. A whisper in the stars, the full moon's tide. Petals fall like promises in bloom. Tonight we rise beneath the pink lit moon. E.g., named for the wildflowers waking from the snow. Under the pink moon I realign, in my heart and love in view. I shine, I bloom, I'm born anew under the pink moon. The air is calm but shifting deep within. I hear my soul where silence has been. Each step I take is guided, sure and true. This moon reflects the best of what I do. A time to release, to plant, to renew. Under the pink moon I realign, balance in my breath, peace in my mind. Libra's light is leading me through, truth in my heart and love in view. I shine, I bloom, I'm born anew under the pink moon. I claim my joy, I walk in grace. With open arms I take up space. I honor harmony, I attract divine fate. Under the pink moon I realign, balance in my breath, peace in my mind. Libra's light is leading me through, truth in my heart and love in view. I shine, I bloom, I'm born anew under the pink moon. So here's to love, to letting go, to sacred stillness and the glow of April's gift, this gentle tune. I rise again under pink. The pink moon's glow in April's air whispers secrets soft and rare. It calls the dreamers, hearts aligned, quiet truths the world can't find. Libra's balance in its sight holds the scales in gentle light. Harmony hums in cosmic tune, dancing under this pink moon. Hold your ground, breathe in the sky. Let the doubts drift and pass by. See the beauty deep within. Pink moon rising, let the peace begin. April's chill, but stars are clear. Pink moon pulling whispers near. Affirm the love you're worthy of. Balance like the heavens above. Close your eyes and make it true. With this moon all things renew. Steady begin?